like my dad told me, some of the best advice he gave me as far as being a father was, it's don't overthink it, you know, and always do stuff with, love in your heart.
Purpose driven living, that's the motto. Purpose driven living, boy, that's the motto. If God orders my steps, then I'ma follow. We just steward the gifts that we borrow. Purpose driven.
I kind of want to land this plane a little bit here, and probably what I know about you before, you had a family is just a character, and I knew that you had that sort of those family values coming from Norfolk, Virginia, man, coming from the family that you had, brother. Tell me about how do you balance this, man? Obviously, you're getting 4 or 5 hours of sleep. You're not consuming a lot of entertainment, so you're strategic with your time. Tell the listeners out there, what does it look like for you as a professional, an entrepreneur, a creative, as a family man, most important? How are you balancing this, and what does that sort of look like in your life?
What it looks like for me is trying to spend time with my family, making sure I stay in open communication, with the family and whatnot. I will also say this, a huge benefit to me is that my wife, she's currently in the process of getting her doctorate right now. So she doesn't necessarily need all my time. You know what I'm saying? So
that's the key right here. Find somebody that don't need you, right?
Right. So but when she does want to talk, she can talk. But I just leave it at that. But the kids, I have a 15-year-old daughter who she's pretty self-contained as well, but she speaks, and she wants to talk sometimes too. And it's just honestly what it boils down to is just being there for them. My son, he likes to play outside, so I don't have a very needy family. But it's about being there for them. If I'm accessible to them and I'm there for them, you know what I mean? I think that's what it boils down to. And like my dad told me, some of the best advice he gave me as far as being a father was, it's don't overthink it, and always do stuff with, love in your heart.
Hi, at Lenore Coaching, we work with a wide variety of job seekers, including students, early career professionals, and experienced professionals, with services including job search strategy, career exploration, personal branding, networking, interview preparation, as well as resume and cover letter writing. So you guys can contact us first by reaching out to our website, which is www.lenorecoaching.com.
You can also contact us via social media. We have Instagram and Facebook pages, Lenore Coaching LLC.
That's what he told me. He's like, you're going to be faced to make some decisions sometimes that aren't, it's going to be, you're going to have to sometimes choose the lesser of two evils, you know what I mean? Yeah. But just make your decisions with love in your heart and do the best you can. And just make sure that your family knows that you love them and that you're willing to do whatever it takes to take care of them. And I think my family knows that. And, and we just take it, just take it a day at a time and just continue to love each other and communicate with one another. That's all.
That's good, man. No, that's
good. And because, okay, so my promise to take care of my family and do all this stuff, that came well before the writing. So I wanted to show the balance. That came well before the writing. So that is the priority. Now I do cut out time for my writing. However, if there's something pressing with the family that I'm not a robot, I can cut off writing for however long I need to make sure that they're taken care of.
Yeah.
So they are the priority. Yes.
Absolutely. No, yeah, those values definitely come out as you tell your story. And obviously I know you personally. What might help those, because I have good friends, and one in particular comes to the top of my mind, creative, but in terms of managing time and project management, maximizing their time to the best of their ability is a challenge. And I'm sure for some creatives, I can imagine getting in flow of whatever your craft is, and you kind of lose time. But somebody like yourself, and many others out there, like time is not a luxury. You have relationships, you have responsibilities. So right. along that framework, Shelton, could you give us sort of a picture of what's your sort of maybe schedule or your strategy in terms of time management or project management looks like?
Absolutely. Yeah, I can do that. I get up at 4:30 in the morning. Before my feet touch the ground, my knees touch the ground. You follow me what I'm saying?
I got you, bro.
So 4:30 to 5 o'clock, is my time where I read my Bible, read my devotional, and I pray. 5 to 6, writing, and then start getting ready for work at 6 o'clock. Normally get off work around 3:30, 4. I'm normally home by 4:30 usually. 4:30 to 8, 8:30 is when that's family time. I'm normally downstairs, laying on the couch, sitting on the couch, seeing what's going on with the day, seeing if my son acting up or, just, you know what I mean? Just I'm around. I'm those are my most accessible times. And then about, I would say probably about 8, normally about 8 o'clock is my son goes to bed. That's normally when I start writing. And I start writing then from anywhere between 8 to 10, sometimes to 11. So, and when I say writing, is that always necessarily pen to paper writing or me typing up a script writing? Sometimes it's, okay, I got to respond to this email. But see, starting out, it was always just writing because won't nobody interested in what I was writing. But but now I've been doing it for over 6 years. And when I won the Atlanta Comedy Film Festival as for screenwriting, I feel like that's when all these other opportunities, I started meeting other filmmakers and people telling me they want me to write them a movie, and like I started getting all these other opportunities. So now it's become okay. And then I built my film crew, built my production company, all this. So now I have to reply to emails, draft contracts, talk to lawyers, talk to insurance companies about the equipment, test the equipment. So now during this time, it's like it's not just a straight 3 hours of writing at night and 1 hour in the morning. It's more like 2 hours of writing maybe, and then the other 2 hours I'm like, okay, I need to handle this, handle that, handle this, handle that. Every day I got a to-do list. So
absolutely. No, so it sounds like you're strategic with your time, and as you've grown and like the success has been yielded, it becomes more administrative. The business side has definitely grown. So that the combination of art and business is sort of combined, and it speaks volumes. But more importantly, I think the takeaway is you're managing your time. You have a schedule, and you're being consistent with that schedule. So hopefully those that might be out there, that's a huge takeaway. Listen, man, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna go ahead and put this out there that I don't think this will be the first time we do this, because I think there's a lot more folks that are aspiring with film, director, writing in particular. And, I think more recently because of...
Hey family, it's your boy Quintrell Lenore here with brand new merch to keep you guys looking good this season. We have long sleeve, short sleeve, as well as hoodies. Check us out at gumroad.com/PDL apparel. We got all the swag you need to stay covered in purpose.
Of major platforms like Amazon or Netflix and so many other things, that we're starting to see Black entertainment being proliferated much more than it has been in the past. Obviously, we know about the Spike Lees, the John Singletons, but we're starting to see more independent artists come on the scene, you being one of those. And so I hope that this is sort of the beginning of you being able to share to folks about how to grow, how to do this. It's much more attainable than what people think. Obviously coming from Norfolk, Virginia, I would suspect that you didn't imagine creating a film, but now you are a filmmaker. Right. I hope that folks that might be listening to this can see the possibilities are really limitless, especially in this age of technology, man. So I applaud you. I appreciate you sharing. Hopefully, I'd love to chat again soon, man. But before we leave, tell us, how can folks get connected with you? Tell us about how they can consume your content, your books, your movie. Where's Shelton Johnson's material at?
Instagram is the best way. Shelton R. Johnson. I'm sorry. Instagram is the writer SJ on Instagram, and then on Facebook I'm Shelton Johnson. But more, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see more, I'm sure, because I hardly do everything on Facebook. But Instagram, like I said, the writer SJ. Books and movies are on Amazon.com. If you search Shelton R. Johnson on Amazon.com, you'll see them up there. Good bit of language in the movie, You know, like I said, I'm working on that. You know,
You're working on that. It's a process.
Yeah, right, exactly. But yeah, that's how you get in contact with me, man. And I also wanted to just real quickly say too that before one of the questions you asked me was way about like how I started the writing process. I forgot to mention about how, dude, football was my life. Coming from, so you were 100% right. Coming from Huntersville, I never thought about making movies and doing all this stuff, whatever. Football was my life, 100%. And there's so many people. I'm talking to former football players right now. When I was done playing football at the age of 22, I had a career, had a wife, kids, family, house, you know, all this stuff. And I'm checking all the boxes. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. But I just felt like there was more to life. I felt like there was something more that I could have been doing. I tried boxing. I tried throwing discus, doing track and field again. I tried coaching. All this stuff that I thought, because I thought, you know, just with all those years of football, there's no way I'm not supposed to be doing something athletic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, like I said, when I started writing the book at the age of 27, it was just like, I enjoyed it so much. I was grateful. I was so grateful to find something to be passionate about outside of football. Wow. There's so many ex-football players, and I open it up to, I would say, ex-athletes in general.
Yeah.
Basketball, baseball, don't matter, who can't get past their past as an athlete.
Wow.
You know, and for me, it was a blessing. It was truly a blessing. I mean, it used to be, man, I couldn't go to bed until I've watched every football game. You know what I'm saying? Now I can tell you, this entire season, I haven't watched an entire football game this entire season. Yeah. The first game I'm gonna watch will be the Super Bowl. I've caught like quarters here and there, you know, walking past the TV, you know, every now and again, me and my son might sit down and watch a quarter or watch the first half or something. But man, I can't even tell you, man. I just know the Bucks and the Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl. That's all I know. Like, I ain't been following the storylines. I don't know who doing the halftime show. Man.
Hey, what's going on, family? Do not forget to check out the music that inspired the movement, PDL. This project is by yours truly, Quintrell Lenore. It's streaming on all major platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, you name it, go check it out. This project was produced by Dilly Got It Bumpin'. It's awesome music to help you guys stay motivated and to worship in this season.
Hey, to that point, Shelton, I don't think the NFL knows who's doing a halftime show yet, but
okay.
I get exactly what you're saying, man. Like you sharing that too, I think there's a grieving process for anything that you do for a long time, but being former student athletes in particular, you know.
I played football for 20 years, man.
Yeah,
20 years.
Yeah, but it's definitely a grieving process, and I think, you know, we were made for more than just what we do with our hands and the work that we do, but it can definitely, our identities can be wrapped up in what we do, obviously, if you do it for a long time. So you sharing that is phenomenal. Hopefully, I know, I'm fully confident that, you know, your testimony is going to bless somebody out there, man, that is trying to find their why and trying to do something brand new or just to grow whatever their platform is, man. So Shelton Johnson, bro, this has been awesome, brother. I can't.
Yeah, I agree, man. I've enjoyed it.
To see this, man. But yeah, man, I would love to continue this conversation in the near future, brother.
Hey, me too, man. I love what you're doing with this show, man. I'm definitely gonna be checking out not just my episode. That's very selfish. I'll be checking out all the other episodes because I like what you're doing. I like how you're doing this for people, man. Because it's so, this type of stuff you hardly ever see it, man. You don't hear this type of information from. You know, it's rare, man. So yeah. I'm glad that you put together this podcast. It's podcast, right?
I don't know what to call it, man.
Okay, well, you put this together.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing.
Right, exactly. Right. Yeah.
That's
put it
right.
together, and you know, I'm excited to see it, man, and hear what other people have to say, because I'm sure the people, because I know the people who you bringing on are of quality, and there's something to be learned from each one of them. So
absolutely.
So big ups to you, man, for sure. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate
it, man.
Thank you.
Listen, we won't keep you guys. We hope that you guys have a blessed rest of your day, your week, month in 2021. Shelton Johnson, y'all have a blessed one, man. Take care.
You too. Take it easy.
Purpose driven living, that's the motto. Purpose driven living, boy, that's the motto. If God orders my steps, then I'ma follow. We just steward the gifts that we borrow. Purpose driven.